All right, we got your Sandcast fan Q&A with Trialer. Yeah, it's Try and Kyle together. Trial. What did I say, Trialer?
You're not Tyler.
With Trial, Try and Kyle. Starting. Set. Action.
Fan Q&A, baby. It's so fun to do the clacker.
Yeah, thank you for letting me do that. And I don't even know I'm trying to call us Trial. It's good. Trial.
It works. Let's trial it out.
We're trialing it out here in the new Sandcast studio. First off, it's stunning.
Yeah, I think this is the first time it's fully decorated out and all that. So if you're listening on audio, get on YouTube at least. So you can get the visual here.
Yeah, you guys did a great job. And when I say you guys, 90% Gab.
100%.
100% Gab. Sorry.
Yeah. Nope, I did nothing.
But yeah, I mean, literally built every single piece of wood and cabinetry and did all the molding. And
even the sign was our backdrop was that slat wall kind of thing.
Yeah.
And she cut out that sign
it
from the slat wall. So that was our whole back before.
Okay, yeah, I remember this.
Oh, I forgot to light it up, but it's too far. Also, new volleyballs back there if you haven't noticed.
Ooh, yeah. What? That's interesting. I'm so used to seeing black and yellow balls.
Black and yellow.
A little different.
Black and yellow. We switched. We're on board with Mikasa, and we're pretty stoked about it. Mikasa seems to be doing big things in the volley world. Obviously, the dominant world tour ball for a long time, but even in the U.S., like a lot of even indoor pro league, the Love League's using Mikasa.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of college teams are using it. And this updated version, I know it got updated a few years ago, but I like it.
I like it.
Over the years, it's always been Wilson. That's what we're used to. That's what we liked. The old Mikasa danced on you a little bit much. It made it hard for us when we left. But this one's proper.
Yeah.
You kind of get, it's just a well-rounded ball. But
I agree.
Makes our set look good too.
It does. It adds a nice little wrinkle, and congrats on the Mikasa sponsorship.
Thank you.
That's great.
Yeah. Stoked on it.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Well, this is the first official show where everything's decked out.
I know. Think of when you guys started.
Seriously,
to where you are now is pretty rad.
Yeah.
It's pretty rad. Shout out to you guys, you and Trav, and everyone who's been a part of it, and Gabby and
you guys,
Delaney,
you and Sav and Frito.
Yep, Frito, Sav.
Crew's expanded a little bit.
Yeah, just helping as much as we can. Sav's in Germany, Frito's in China, taking
Grinding
over
away.
the world. It's crazy.
Savvy's been playing good, by the way.
Man,
I kind of saw it coming. I wonder if I said it out loud ever.
We'll have to go back and check.
But that team,
I mean, it's
good vibes.
The hottest team, one of the hottest teams in the world right now. Mm-hmm. There's no question about it. They've put the world on notice. Yeah, I think there's no doubt. And when you take down the world champs, the Olympic champs in the same tournament, as they did in Brasilia, walk away with a bronze medal after getting better, taking down Miller Tillman in the earlier Brazil event.
They're getting these finishes that are making people like turn and be like, wait, what's going on here? Mm-hmm. And then they're backing it up.
They're backing it up, and they're getting better and a little bit better. It's not like there's like, oh, they have this one good tournament and this one bad tournament. One good tournament, it's like a fluke. No, it's not a fluke.
Yeah.
There's like consistency. And, Devin, I know, had some options this summer to play with different people. She turned some really good players down because she felt that her and Sav not only would complement each other playing-wise, but also the dynamic.
Yeah.
And the energies would mesh and match. And
it's huge.
It's huge. And it's showing how important that is to have that dynamic on the court. It doesn't always work that way. Sometimes it's a business relationship.
For sure.
But they have the energy, and Dan is there with them. And I feel like it's a really good, cohesive unit that seem to be getting better and better, and they're going to be main draw in Stad, which is freaking awesome.
Yeah, go get a cowbell, girls.
I mean, it's crazy. Like
Savvy, a cowbell would look kind of cool in the studio. I'm not gonna lie.
It's totally doable. It's
right?
totally doable for them.
Sav.
I feel confident that
we're gonna ring
can
that
beat
thing on the show if
any
she gets
team.
One.
They can literally beat any team in the world. They have the pieces to do it. The confidence is there.
Even Savvy and Abby. I mean, I remember they were.
No
taking
question.
down and going toe-to-toe with some of the best teams in the world.
Yep.
So, like, Sav, she's proven it time and
It's
time
great
again.
because I feel like Sav had this offseason where she was unsure of what the future looked like, as many athletes do when you split up with your partner, looking for something different.
Go back to Savvy's episode and listen, people, if you want to hear it.
Yeah, and Savvy started a podcast as well.
Yeah.
So go listen to Sav. I forget what she calls.
It's like a short, Simply Savvy.
Simply Savvy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good job. Simply Savvy. So go check out Savvy's podcast as well. I'm just super happy for them. And it's so funny because I was with them for a couple of the events in Brazil, and it's how one or two events can completely change your trajectory of the season, of your support with USA, your ELO.
I know. I'm looking at USA Volleyball now like, what else does she got to do, you guys? Like, come on.
I know. There's going to be a reevaluation period coming up, and I'm pretty sure they are the number 3 team in the U.S. right now.
And that says a lot more than being the number 3 team for the U.S. men.
Yeah.
Like, no offense to the guys, but like the girls are so deep. If you're number 3 for the U.S., you're what? Top 10 in the world?
Yeah.
What's their world ranking? Do we know?
I'm not sure, but
it's hard to follow
sure
that.
they're 12 or 11 in Stad. And so they are in a good place. So it's exciting for them. I'm super happy.
And Dan too. Shout out to Dan.
Shout out to Dan.
Second team that he's taken to like where expectations were well lower than the results they're getting.
Yeah, and it's still really early. Like they just started playing together. Yeah. It's only been a couple months, and Dan has done a great job with them. And you could tell he really cares. And I feel like his players want to play for him, and I feel like he just has he creates a really good dynamic. And so I have a ton of respect for him. If there was any doubt of his ability to coach or his quality of coaching, like, goodness, he knows what he's doing. And honestly, you'd have to say he's one of the best coaches that we have on the sand here, because we've lost a lot of coaches.
I think so too. I think USA is kind of missing a little because they're trying to pull together all the staff, but they never pulled him on board.
Yeah.
I think he's been doubted kind of since the day he got here. It was like, oh, Dan's just like, because he worked odd jobs and whatnot. And he was like our third assistant. It was Jose, Leandro, and then Dan.
Right.
And Leandro was trying to make his way up. Dan was like their Brazilian friend when he first showed up on day one. And we slowly realized, like, well, he's great to have around. Oh, wait, he knows something about volleyball. Oh, wait. And now, I mean, he worked his way all the way up to here.
Yeah. It'll be interesting because, the women's side is not centralized. They want to centralize the women. Obviously, we know the men's side is centralized for USA. And so Sav and Dev, what does it look like when they do their reevaluation in a month or two, and what kind of funding they can get?
Well, they're going to have to put together if they do that, they're going to have to put together a women's staff.
That's correct.
So... yeah, we'll see what happens there.
It is very interesting. Very interesting. But it's good for
a lot of changes.
Yes, a lot of changes.
Should we get into fan Q&A?
Let's do it.
Or what's been new with you? You've been traveling.
Here. Actually, I've had some time at home right now. Chloe and Corinne are on the 7-week road trip at the moment. And so they went to New Volley. They went to, they just played Ostrava, where they took a top 10 finish, which was great. They beat Mel and Brandy, who ended up winning Ostrava. So that was like really good. Steady volleyball, which was good. Chloe tweaked her toe. Maybe it's broken, maybe not, but she's a badass. So she's all right. So they're staying on the road. So I've been home actually for a couple of weeks, which was really nice. I got back from Brasilia, where I was with the girls as well there. They took a 9th place finish there. So I've been home for a bit. I will go on the road on Saturday. Quick little pit stop in Czechia and Prague for a little vacay, and then I'll meet up with Tim and Logan and help them out in Turkey, in Alanya.
Turkey,
yeah.
Czechia.
Turkey, yeah, exactly.
Alanya, yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, it's beautiful there. I went last year.
Congrats to Tim, by the way.
Yes, done with law school.
Law school.
Yeah, which is really exciting.
That's insane. He's been in school this whole time.
He's been in school this whole time, dude.
Like, oh my God.
The last 4 years, we've all been going to tournaments and doing this and doing that and working about volleyball, and he has been grinding behind the scenes.
Is it 8 years total of post-high school or post?
Yeah, post-high school, sure. Yeah, 4 years at undergrad UCLA.
Yeah.
And then 4 years with law. Yeah. And yeah,
he's rich. So.
He's crushing it. So do I. It's unbelievable. We went to his graduation a couple weekends ago. My folks flew out. It was so awesome. I'm so happy that he's done with school. He crushed it. He's gonna finish really high in terms of grades because he did really well. But he's grinding for the bar right now. And so there was a slight breath of relaxation, but now it's back to grind mode and bar prep, which will take at the end of July.
He's been a beach volleyball pro. I think he can handle the pressure.
I know. And that's the thing is they tell the students, quit your job, you should be studying like 7 hours a day, 6 days a week. It's like crazy amount of hours. And he's doing his best. Obviously, he's on the road right now. The
stress gets to people like crazy. I remember hearing stories like people are throwing up during, like, before and like fully stress out to the point where they can't function or they get sick and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm in my mind, I'm like, I think he'll
be good. He'll be ready. He'll be ready. But I'm excited for him to be done. And I'm just excited for him to not be in school or studying and then just focus on volleyball, because I feel like him and Logan have a really good dynamic.
Yeah, for sure.
And so like it's when you have school, there's always something on your mind.
Yeah.
And when you're on the court, you try to be light and empty that mind so you can stay focused and present. And sometimes it can be difficult. One
of the more talented blockers that he's gotten too.
Yes.
In terms of partnership.
That's correct. I would say it's his...
Logan's potentially only getting better.
Yeah. I think there's been a big jump in Logan's game in the last year and a half.
Yeah, Hagen brought that out of him, I think, a little bit.
And Logan's like really been putting in the work in the gym, diet, and you could tell he's jumping higher. He's making bigger moves. He's hitting the ball harder. He can get going up in the net. And so it's no question that this is the best blocker Tim's ever played with.
Yeah. And maybe the best version of Logan.
That's correct.
Like if Logan improves from what he did last year, that's big time.
Yeah,
no, for sure.
I agree. And so they have a good system in place. They're buds. I feel like they've proven that they can beat some really good teams, and they can compete with the best teams in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
Like barely losing to Calvin and Remy, beating Kame and James and James and Kame in Brasilia, getting a bronze in Mexico. So the work is there. They're putting in the time. And so I'm excited for them to just go and compete, and for Tim to just be volleyball.
Yeah.
So, I'll go to Turkey and just help coach and cheer on.
I would love to go on vacation in Turkey.
Come on down.
Eat that food.
Come on. Yeah, the food is so fresh.
The ocean's usually beautiful.
It's so blue.
Yeah.
It's so stunning.
I've been to so many places that I can't remember if I've been to Turkey or not. I've been to Turkey a lot.
They had some ones in the past maybe, huh?
Yeah. Oh, they did. They did. They've had it. Whatever. That's another story. Should we get into the Q&A?
Let's do it. This is why we're here. A little Q&A. Thanks for sending out some questions, fans.
Yeah, we're about. I think there was like kind of half World Tour, half AVP here. So Let's see. We'll see what we can do for you guys.
Let's see it.
I saw an old message here. This is actually old, but we'll get to it. From Aaron. It's is Budinger a hard G or a soft G? Hard G. Gur.
Yeah, so
Budinger.
Budinger.
Budinger. I thought it was Gur.
Budinger.
Well, I guess we don't have the answer. I thought I've heard Chase say
Budinger.
Gur.
Budinger.
Gur.
Yeah, it is Budinger. Okay. So it's not a Budinger.
Oh, good jur. Yeah.
Yeah, no jur, but Budinger. Budinger.
Gur. Like a tiger. like a tiger.
Yeah, actually. Yeah. The more I'm saying it, I'm going to say, and we'll have to ask Chase now, but I've always said it as Budinger.
Right.
So it's not really a jur, it's Budinger.
Right.
Budinger. I don't think there's a jur in there.
There's no jur.
I don't think it's a Budinger.
But is there a gur?
Budinger. No.
Like or gur?
Because you're already saying the G once, so then you're repeating it. So it'd be Budinger. Budinger.
Now we're to that point where you say it so much that
there's a word for that.
Now we're losing. There's a word for that?
There's a word for that.
Travis would know it.
The
word guy's gone.
When the word starts to sound different after saying it a while. But Budinger.
All right.
Budinger.
We're going with
double check that. Maybe Chase or Duncan. I mean, literally, I played with Duncan for a year, so I should know as well.
She said, "Is Budinger a hard G or a soft G, or just an OG?" Just kidding. Everyone literally says it different, and I need to know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we gave you a very clear answer.
Well, when you read it, you said Budinger.
Budinger.
Yes. So I'm pretty sure that is it.
Right.
Chase Budinger.
Okay. You're welcome, people.
That was a good one to start.
She also asked, what are your thoughts on AVP adding fan favorite qualification for the league next year? Could be a good way to get more fan engagement as well as ensuring the entertaining teams make it in.
Honestly, I kind of like it as you're saying it. Only because.
But they have to choose from teams that don't qualify. Here's what I would need.
Yes.
The teams have to choose that team before the qualification.
Before the qualification.
So you guarantee that team, and then they don't have to qualify. So I don't like teams that are gonna get wild cards already, or that are already playing in the qualification.
Yeah.
So figure out who your wild cards are if you're gonna give them out, and then let the teams qualify. Yeah. I kind of like that.
I'm in agreement 100%. I would say if they were going to do it like that, there were so many teams this year that, not so many, a couple teams that didn't need to be in the qualifier. One of those being Kelly and Meg.
Tay and Andy
didn't need to be there. Yeah. Chase and Miles really didn't need to be there. So unfortunately, all those teams that they played early on in the qualifiers get knocked out, get eliminated. Yeah. You don't get to see if they actually have a chance if you're going to wild card them anyways. Mm-hmm. And I know AVP was like, we really want you to play to show you're committed and it looks good for us. Well, at the same time, it hurts a lot of teams. So
yeah,
I agree.
If there's an entertainment value to it piece, then I'm on board.
Sure.
But there wasn't really, because it was streamed it wasn't like a product that they were trying to get a lot of viewership.
I don't think so.
Anything, right?
No, I don't think so. Just a one camera stream, but yeah.
Well,
but the fan favorite, that fans can pick a team before the qualifier even starts. The problem is it could be a popularity contest, or maybe a team that isn't as a talent.
It's gonna piss people off.
It's gonna piss people off. Sure.
And then imagine if someone comes in. We kind of had this. She backed it up back in the day, from what I understand. But Gabby Reese was like the fan favorite. She was the most famous person on tour because of what she did off the court, her personality, the way that she was business-minded, modeling. She was the full package. So she didn't really need to win to be the most popular, the most sponsored. And a lot of athletes were jealous of it. And they treated her a certain way because of that. So I think there could be someone who comes along. They like beach volleyball. They're famous, maybe Insta famous, or somehow you're bringing value in another way. You're going to get the wild card. You're not as good of a player as any of these teams. The first teams out are going to be like, are you serious?
Yeah.
This dude's playing and I'm not. That's insane. But it's a business.
I mean, if you get some eyes, that's the thing of the fan favorite. Obviously, they have a following. And so if you bring them in, you're going to come with that following as well. I would say, I think what would have been cool is if this year, when the league qualifiers ended and there was 3 or 4 women's teams up for wild card spots, if there was 2 wild cards, if one of those wild cards were given a fan favorite to say, hey, here's your 4 teams that we're going to choose from. The fans are going to pick one of those teams and we'll pick the other one.
Yeah.
I think that would have been cool, because it's already narrowed down a little bit to teams that have proven that they can compete at the highest level. And maybe you get a fan favorite team like Savvy and Devin, or Chloe and Corinne, who got slighted, or something like that, which would have been kind of cool. Good question.
Well, yeah,
I like that.
I like that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is a fun one. Andrew asked, do you think the AVP should do an event on the White House lawn just like UFC? Absolutely. Yes.
I mean, if there was an opportunity, of course.
They can't, but yes, they should.
No, we're not.
Any sport that gets the opportunity to.
Gosh,
I wonder, is it going to be daytime?
Well, I heard
nighttime, and they'll light the White House up behind it, probably, yeah?
Yeah, I heard the lights. It's going to be I think they're worried about athletes overheating because it's so hot right now in D.C. Oh. And so if they did it during the day,
no, they can't do it during the day.
They can't do it during the day. So
hot.
Even if at night it is probably still warm, I don't know the weather is in DC, but then to say the lights on down shining on it, also super hot. So,
well, they could do it at 10 p.m. East Coast sports start at 10 p.m.
Yes, they do,
and it cools off a lot. I was just out there. It's 70 during the day, and it was 45, 50 at night.
Okay, yeah. So that's not too bad. They'll figure it out. But yeah, interesting.
Yes, I think that would be dope. Can you imagine that venue? Picture a smaller little stadium, but how we had the Eiffel Tower lit up behind the court at the Olympics. You have the White House just fully.
Security risks, and all I'm thinking too is crazy. If you do Olympics,
Trump's the only president that will ever have fighting on the lawn.
And then right next to it is the whole west side of the building, all under construction. The east side.
Is
it's
it?
like fully demolitioned. They're trying to build this bunker and ballroom. It looks tough. It is interesting.
All right, next. Favorite rookies or newcomers so far this year?
Mm-hmm. And probably they're referencing AVP.
Yeah, but
American.
they haven't really had a chance to prove themselves quite yet, right?
No.
There's some. I've seen some of the. I've been down at some of the national team trainings on the men's side. Like, kind of know who some of the young guys are that are showing that they might maybe have some potential. Who's that on the girls' side? Oh, the Florida State girls.
Yeah. Koenig, Alexis, AK, and Audrey Koenig, and Durish.
Travis just coaching them up, giving them all that Sandcast knowledge.
They've got 2 gold medals. They're going to be in the qualifier in Stad. Seems like one of those teams that you don't want to play. They're pretty much undefeated, I think, still. Travis would probably know better, but they have made the transition from college to professional rather seamless.
They graduated, right?
I think they graduated. Yeah, I think they graduated. And I think Travis said they're going to stay out on the East Coast, not really looking to like move to the West Coast and get USA Beach.
TKN.
Yeah, I think do TKN. And yeah, good for them. Like flip the script a little bit. Whatever works.
Yeah.
It isn't required to be here.
TKN are just collecting paychecks. Be like, hey, we're going to be over here, but you can send the check.
You can just send the check here. Yeah. I mean, they're the best team in the world, so they literally can do whatever they want. But yeah, those FSU girls are balling right now internationally, which is really cool. And so I'm curious to see when they get some more. Now they have points. They're going to be in these elites. They're going to be competing against some bigger players and some more consistent top.
They got a little bit more of a target on their back now.
I think so. It's not like a surprise team.
Yeah, you don't come in and you're like, oh, this will be easy.
Yeah, not when you've gotten 2 gold medals. You're not like a surprise anymore. But yes, that's a great team in terms of rookies.
We don't have any young guys on the men's side that have broken through yet and gotten any big finishes, from what I understand. I think what they're hoping for is Derek Bradford, Jacob Labou. I just call him Labou.
Yeah,
Labouliere.
Yep.
I think those are the 2 blockers that everyone's kind of hoping that break through. They have the physical ability, have some of the skill. It's whether or not, if it all comes together kind of thing. And then who else? I guess defender. I've seen Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn Zilch.
Probably
a lot of fans probably haven't seen him a bunch, but
I've seen him getting kind of a little bit of a call up when Taylor was out. They kind of let Andy play with Andy a bit, which you're not going to let anyone take that spot at practices. So
no, Quinn is
he's pretty smooth.
Quinn is
a guy from Philadelphia. He's from Philly, right?
From Philly.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He's probably already the GOAT right off the bat.
Quinn has been at USA practice a bunch to start the year when Taylor was up north coaching.
Right.
He was practicing with Andy a bunch, and I'm really impressed with Quinn's game. He's not the biggest defender, but he makes up with it with his jump and his physicality. And we did do an inter-squad scrimmage one day, like a real tournament, and Quinn and Andy won the whole thing. Beat everybody.
Yeah.
And he was getting served almost every ball.
Right.
And so it's not a fluke that he won. He's been putting in the work. He's been getting a lot of touches. And so I don't think he's really made any big waves results-wise, but also it comes with getting the right partner. And when you get to play with Andy, your game elevates and you're playing all these good players. But he is getting some really quality reps right now with the men's national team program with A2 and some A1 reps as well. And so USA is high on him, and he was a great athlete to work with, and so that's a good one. But yeah, Bradford, Labou, 2 young blockers who are starting to figure it out.
Yeah,
and physically can do everything.
Yeah,
and can compete at the highest level.
And they're big. Yeah, they're big. They're bigger. Yeah. They're like 6'8", 6'9" kind of guys.
Yeah, and jumpy. It's pretty good. And Labou just is still finding his athleticism, as he said. He had a massive growth spurt when he was younger, and he went from being
goofy
libero 6'2" or whatever he said he was, super athletic.
It's one of those stories.
Super dynamic, could play basketball, do all the stuff, and then he had this massive growth spurt. And he said the other day, he's like, "Yeah, I've lost so much athleticism from getting tall." which is something you don't really think about.
That happened for me.
Did it?
I had like a middle school, I'm tall, so like in Hawaii, I got away with it in middle school and all that, but I was big, like soccer. I was super fast, faster than everyone, kind of destroyed like youth sports. And then middle school was like not so much. Soccer, like guys were faster than me. I was just too weak in basketball. Freaking Polynesian kids who grow in their 8th grade. They're like look like they're 25. Yeah. But then it was good for me. I think you hear that with a lot of athletes. When you learn to be small and build your game like you're smaller. Even Wembanyama says they forced him to play small ball all the time as much as possible, or he forced himself to. That actually gives me even more confidence. Mm-hmm. I've heard from a player, one of the veterans on the national team too. They were watching Lebu and they're like, I think he's taking steps faster than we expected.
Agreed. I think 4 months ago, when I originally saw him out in the sand, I'm like, okay, like he's got some potential, a little raw. I think the jump has.
Where's he from again?
He's also from Philly.
Let me get him on the show. Wow.
I think he's also from Philly.
Sorry, yeah. Quinn, I gave you the title too soon. You gotta take it back already. You guys gotta battle that one out. Uh-huh. Dude, what the hell are they doing in Philly?
I don't know. Growing them.
Dang.
Growing some athletes.
Crazy. All right, let's move on. Status of Crabb and Budinger partnership, not relationship. They had one event. It was like one of those like. Trev told me it was. Chase told Trev that it was the same as the event in India that I played in with Chase, and that was maybe top 2 or 3 hottest events where you're not playing volleyball, you're playing survival ball.
Yep.
And apparently Trev wasn't ready for it. That's what he said. I don't think either of them played well. They were both dying, but it was like survival ball, which good teams, you got to pull that off. But new partnership. Oh, by the way, Crabb and Budinger, oldest team on tour, oldest team in the world.
No way.
That's what Trev told me.
Ooh,
isn't that weird? That makes me feel real old too. It's like, oh yeah, I'm retired. Like I guess that makes sense that Trev's like 3 months younger than me.
Okay.
Budinger's 38, I want to say.
Okay.
38, 30. Yeah. Oldest team on tour. That's crazy.
That is crazy. I'm trying to think of other old players, but the older players have a young partner, and so you don't have the too old. And so I agree with you for that event.
Don't read into it.
And the Philippines, don't read into it. It's a one-off. It was so hot. Tim played. It was scorching, and it was survival. And it's not a representation.
Like you would be struggling to sit in the stands kind of thing.
Yeah. It's like 116 heat is what the temperature.
And the humidity was
People were having strokes. People were passing out. It's not
so it's like literally go into a sauna and then play like for money and like
the benefits
all the pressure.
The younger players,
not the old players.
and
the teams from I don't know where. Oh, they lost to France, right? Like a super young French team.
I
think it was something like
they
that.
lost to Latvia.
Oh, super young Latvian team, maybe.
Yeah, not the youngest Latvian team.
Okay, well,
they're just a little funky, They've been playing for a while.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They're solid.
Latvians, okay. But me and Kamer played India in that tournament, which that's the draw you want. It was the 8 seed one, right? Where you draw the home country. They got the 8 seed, even though they, barely could be in. They couldn't even make the qualifier. So it's basically a freebie, dude. Both sets they had us at like 17, 18 all, and I was like, all right, try. It's like talking to them. Let's go. Everything you got. Come on. You got this. Yeah. Like literally it's having to talk myself into it to like pull it off. And these guys like amazing kids. They were so cool. But like they're not world tour level at all. Sure. The fact that we were 17 all, 18 all was like it was that hot.
A cardio
anyway,
battle.
You get the point.
Yeah. So don't read into it.
I'm still confident in it. I would put if I had to put money, I'd put them as our number 2 team still. In terms of betting going forward towards what we're going to have a world championship next year, I think. Whatever, going forward. I think they're also pacing themselves. Oldest team on tour. they're not excited to. Chase has got 2 kids. They're not trying to go play and everything and stack points and blah blah blah. They're being strategic.
No question.
What is Miles Evans going to do? Is the second question.
Yeah.
Who's he with right now?
He's playing. He signed up with Wyatt.
Yeah,
he signed up with Wyatt. They've had a couple practice together.
They can do damage.
I think they could be good. I mean, 2 good volleyball players. Obviously, I think Miles is not a good volleyball player. I think Miles is a great volleyball player.
Yeah, he's proven it.
He's proven it. I mean, him and Chase had like their best finish in Brazil when they had already broken up, and there was like this lightness and this fun, and so it is a tough position because Miles is proven to be a great player. He's an Olympian. They've done so great together. They just took a nice second place finish in AVP Huntington as well. Wyatt's one of those tweener players where he's not a true blocker. He's not a true defender. He does everything good. He's got a heavy arm. He can hit the crap out of the ball with his serve. But yes, they are signed up together to go to Turkey. And so we'll kind of see what that looks like. And I think that's all they have signed up for at the moment. But yeah, Miles is in a bit of a conundrum.
Yeah, I mean, most beach players, unless you're one of those dudes who always has, you're the one dumping, not getting dumped, or which is super rare. You have to be at the top to never experience that. I think every beach player kind of goes through that unknown phase where it's like, is my am I gonna figure it out and have that same gelling that I did with Chase, and he's in that unknown, so we'll see what he does with it.
Yeah, it's interesting. Definitely something to monitor because there's a couple of young blockers that we just talked about.
Yeah, exactly.
And the timing just really isn't great because those young blockers have spent the last 5 months building a system and trust with their young partners, with their new partner.
Yeah,
and they're haven't really
Cody
tested.
Caldwell's with Lebu, and Derek's with Evan.
Yes, and Lebu is a broken finger right now from Huntington, and so he's got
straight break.
Yeah, like
I had.
Yeah, it's not a good one, but he's in a
so
cast.
It's usually an 8-weeker.
Yeah, he's hoping for something faster, and we'll see what happens. But it's bad timing for him to get injured, unfortunately, because they were starting to play good.
Yeah.
But then
he'll have the whole second half of the year though, and he didn't make the league anyway, right?
No, he didn't make the league. Yeah, he didn't make the league. So he'll have more events. Obviously, we have this little pause in the season. But yeah, we'll see what Miles, him and Cody, Cody is signed up with Kame, I think, for Stad.
I forgot Kamer.
Yeah, Kame is kind of in a similar position as Miles.
Yeah, he is.
Partain comes back. Trevor goes with Chase. It's a lot of mix-ups here. So it's tough.
Yeah, and we're not in the Olympic year yet, so that's kind of the nature of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on. Any update on the new FIVB tour that starts in November?
That's a good question. And that's kind of the question I'm hearing a lot from people.
Yeah, I don't have an update.
Yeah. Brief updates, I guess. And every time I'm on a trip and on the road, I'm always asking players and other staff who are above me, organizational staff of Volleyball World, asking if they know anything. And for the most part, nobody really knows. And so that's a bit worrying. I know Dubai is supposed to be this first start of this new tour in November. And I've heard that Dubai is a question. It is a questionable place to attend right now, and a lot of people aren't excited about hotels getting bombed in Dubai. So you're not really looking forward to going to Dubai right now.
I'm probably not going.
Right. I mean, I just don't think anyone would go right now if that's the case. And so that was supposed to be the first stop in November, so that's kind of up in the air. They've kind of talked about some different formats of how they want to do things. The last thing I heard for some upper management staff was a 32 single elim main draw to hopefully increase the points or increase the pay for last place to make it worthwhile for teams to attend. To say you're in the main draw, to show up and play one match and be done is not the most enticing. Obviously, qualifier teams are doing it consistently, all over the world, every weekend or every other weekend. They're flying somewhere for no pay. So if you expand the draw and you offer some money for those teams, it might be better. But what is interesting is that every single match becomes drama. Every single match is an elimination game. And when you get to Saturday or Friday night in these World Tour stops, those matches get a little bit more intense. And so that's what you're looking for, because sometimes, as you know, pool play games can be a little flat at times. So this one doesn't matter. First seed, second seed doesn't really matter. And
Travis is just yelling at his computer right now, listening to this. Like, double a limb. Yeah. Damn it.
He wants 32 double a limb, and that would be great. I think from what I hear from staff and referee delegates is that the time and the money and it would take, and the referees that you would require in the courts, it would just be too expensive and too unpredictable to run. So back to the league. The thing else I heard recently is that there hasn't really been a decision made, and there's some talk about maybe pushing this new tour off and waiting a little bit, and we'll see.
Well, it's just they're just late with it, right?
Super late.
Roll it out now.
Roll it out before, and not that the players need six months to know what's going to happen. It'd be nice to know somewhat what would happen.
Well, I guess they have to do it sooner than later.
They have to do it sooner
at all, but like if they're not ready,
November's around the corner a little bit.
My thing is too, like, do the players like the current system? It seems like they don't want change very much, but they also don't.
They don't love the current system either. No, they don't love the current system.
I'm a part of the WhatsApp group, the old WhatsApp. I've silenced it since I've retired, but I saw something pop up. I was like, wow, 45 messages or whatever on this. I tapped it. I saw like 3 comments. It was just like players not satisfied, figuring out things. I was like, oh yes, swipe up. Don't care anymore. I don't have the capacity to worry about it. My whole career, by the way, has been like those kind of group chats and bus rides where players just aren't satisfied with. I don't know whose fault it is, but I don't have the energy for it anymore.
It's not a perfect system, and whatever we come up with next, it probably won't be a perfect system.
You know what was perfect? Seems perfect now. What we had when I first showed up. Grand Slams and Opens. Yeah. I mean, that's because there was so much money in the Grand Slams, but it was amazing. Yeah, I mean, that's highest prize money year
you came
my whole tour, my whole career.
Was your first year?
First year. Wow. First full-time year.
How's that? Yeah, you came in at a good time.
Expectations were high. That's why I was so stressed out the whole time.
So high. Then it just slowly.
Like, oh my God, I made this my first year. I'm going to freaking double or triple this. It was the opposite.
Just slowly getting tougher and tougher.
Yeah. But to answer the question, I think we don't really have answers, but it's up in the air, and seems like it could go either way.
Could go either way.
Happen or not happen.
Could be something new. I think maybe it could stay the same for another 2 years.
All right. Next one. What's your best prediction for the LA 28 podium?
Whoa. Ooh. Interesting. So as I'm thinking, I think if I'm going to predict, both Swedish men's teams are going to be on the podium.
Can we get an American up there?
Golly. You know what?
Frenchies are dangerous too.
Andy and Taylor are really good. And I think that's a great partnership. They're just beginning. They've barely played together, barely trained together. And they're proving they can beat the best teams out there. So that is really good. Do I have them on the podium in LA 28? I don't know yet. But yes, there's a ton of good French teams.
They're going to have that home court
advantage.
Both, I think, performed under their own expectations. That's silly to say for Taylor. Andy performed. His result was under his expectation, I would guess, for Paris. Taylor didn't get to play. So
some motivation.
Extra motivation. Yep. They're both kind of getting older in terms, like by then, Taylor's 34 right now, I think.
Yeah, that's correct.
So what?
36?
Yeah, 36, 37.
Yeah.
So it could be their last Olympics.
Yeah,
I could see it being Andy's last. He's same age, I think. I think they're similar.
Similar age. Yeah, I think Andy's a touch younger, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, very well could be. They're
motivated. They're going to be potentially be the team. A lot could happen in between then, but maybe American.
Maybe American podium for the men. Okay, what about maybe some women?
Women were just going to sweep the podium. No. Mel and Brandy might see themselves back up there after seeing the last two events.
Yep.
What What are your thoughts on the Brazzies, by the way?
Well, which Brazzies? Carol and Rebecca? Or Anna Patricia and Duda?
Carol.
I mean,
in a few years, if she can still keep that level up, that would be insane.
I think she's going to be just fine.
That's crazy.
Yeah. She honestly, in my book, was pretty much the MVP of World Champs last year. They took third. She was doing everything, killing every ball she touched. Tina and Anastasia obviously won, and I think Tina maybe would have grabbed that MVP only because they won that. But other than that, it was Carol with the blocks, with the kills, with the aces, filling every single stat category.
She's clutch.
At 38, she's clutch. She's
consistent. She was 38 then?
Yes.
So she can be 40?
Yes.
In...
So, they won.
40 and had a baby and raised the kid. Yeah. So it'd be like, he's going to be like 12 by then, 10 or something.
Yeah. I'm not sure how old your kiddos are, but...
I think that she only had one, right?
Is it only one?
Yeah, I think it's a little boy, if I'm remembering. And he was around, he's got to be like 6 or 8 or something like that.
Yeah. She's unbelievable. But they last year had the best win percentage or the best finishes throughout the year. They won the Beach Pro Tour season. We didn't have a finals last year because of World Champs, but they were the most consistent team last year. And they've already started off on this year on a really good foot. Getting the gold medal in Brasilia just a little bit ago. So that's a team you could very well see on the podium. Tina and Anastasia, I think you could see on the podium as well.
They perform in big moments.
They're experienced. They have the World Champs belt now, and they're a little bit more confidence for them. I think Valentina and Reka Morsitat could also possibly be, because they've proven that when they're playing their best volleyball, they can beat everybody. And Valentina is an alien and like this from outer space monster. Yeah. She's crazy good. And they're only just started playing together, I feel like, last year. And so they'll have 2 more years. They're young. Reka's young, and she's really consistent and smooth and figuring out how to side out consistently. And Valentina is like this untamed beast.
I feel like Valentina could Gabby Reese be getting all the sponsorships. And she has a good agent because she's got that model look as well. For sure. While being literally, the best player in the world? I don't know.
She's up there.
One of them, yeah.
She's one of those players you don't want to serve. She makes...
Best player in Italy.
Plays
which
exciting.
Is a volleyball country.
Yep. So that's a team that could be on the podium as well. TKN, they are the number one team in the world. I think 100% we see them on the podium.
Yeah.
They've been the most consistent team.
So which three? Pick your 3. TKN are winning it.
Yeah, I have TKN.
American. It's hard to leave out the other American girls too.
Who's the other American girls?
I mean, Kelly Chang tends to just show up at big moments.
Yeah, her and Megan
Kraft.
I think they're...
Sarah Hughes, like, she comes out she'll like disappear and then come out of nowhere and just go right back up to the top where only she believed that she belongs.
Sarah and Allie have proven they're a top 10 team or a top 15 in the world. They're competing at the highest level. Allie's got this green excitement.
She can only get
fearless.
Better.
She's only going to get better.
Her physicality is going to get better.
Her touch, her vision.
Like,
as you know, when
she was like Bambi out there, like when she first started, kind of.
It takes time for beach volleyball. You need to figure out the game flow, and then all of a sudden the look becomes more comfortable, and the touch of situational awareness of this is available in this position instead of just blindly doing this.
Just the mechanics alone,
all of it.
How to move, the footwork in the sand, I think, and your handwork and your blocking hand placement.
I think the second woman's spot is very much up for grabs. As much as Kelly Chang and Megan Kraft on paper would no question be the second team, their results aren't quite there yet. We talk about Sav and Dev having
there's a few behind them.
Really, yes. And there's talk about Sav and Dev having that really good team dynamic. It's still yet to be seen from Kelly and Meg. Again, TKN on the podium. Okay. Who else is on the podium? I'm gonna say Valentina and Reka are on the podium. Ooh. And then I'm going to say my third team. It's going to be Carol and Rebecca.
Oh,
yeah,
that would be insane.
Yeah, would be actually, yeah, it'd be that would be it.
So it's That's so hard.
It's hard.
So hard to choose.
The women's side is pretty deep.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good teams.
All right. Let's move on.
Yep.
Sweden and Norway have produced remarkable men's teams. Why not women's? I don't think I could speak to that.
Man.
That is kind of a good question, though.
That is a good question.
It's a great question.
Yeah. I wonder if more women's athletes in Scandinavia are funneling to different sports or staying indoor because there's club programs.
It's almost like an anomaly that these two teams have produced the players they have. First of all, like the Mole family is the Norway national team. Yeah. No offense to Matthias. I think he's the only one that's not. He's their cousin.
He's related.
He's actually their cousin.
He's related.
So it's like this family in Norway created a national team and just created the whole thing.
Yeah.
So if they didn't have the Mole family, like I think they would still be what Norway was potentially before, which is like, back at the main draw, kind of what you'd think a Scandinavian team would be. And then Sweden, they just had these two guys, and now there's these two young guys that grew up watching them. Mm-hmm. I think it came down to like a vision from the coaches, Papa Mole, and gosh, I know Razzy's the coach of Sweden, but there's another OG, Anders. Yeah, he's kind of like the OG, mm-hmm. right? That kind of created the vision. Yeah. But I just think there's not girls growing up seeing, this is something that we can aspire to as being the women for. Whereas the young Swedish boys, they're seeing the other two, and they got trained and developed. Yeah. So it's just the pipeline hasn't really matured quite yet, because I know they do have teams.
They definitely have some teams. There's a Norwegian
not quite there. There's a Mole sister, I believe, right?
Yes,
where's she at?
She's
in
going
college.
to Texas.
Texas. Ooh, trouble.
I know, and Travis, I think, wanted her at FSU, which I think a lot of schools wanted her, but I'm pretty sure she's going to Texas. Texas is going to be just fine. But I think that's an excellent point. I think Anders and Christian broke the mold a little bit and became this worldwide phenomenon, and then also inspired a lot of other youth athletes in Scandinavia. And there hasn't been that women's team yet that has broken through to now inspire the younger generation. And maybe there will be.
You need like one of these girls that has the potential to come up and be on the Swedish national team indoor, to be like early on, get pulled maybe through by one of these coaches and be like, hey, beach is also an option. Which one do you want? They fall in love with it. Then they come up through the pipeline watching World Tour level.
Definitely.
Which I think the Scandinavians just got lucky, because the odds are not in their favor. The odds are in USA's favor and Brazil's favor, and these
much smaller population,
these teams that have so many players coming out.
Much more popular sports.
Which is why it's so crazy that they just showed up with basically 3 teams, 4. I'll give Hendrik and Matthias.
Yeah.
4 teams who, between Sweden and Norway, who even can come close at this point. I mean, they have other teams, but who are really like scratching for podiums. I mean, those guys are just absolutely dominating the world.
I mean, at the moment, the young Swedish team of Jakob and Elmer are playing a touch better. Obviously, David and Jonathan just won Ostrava,
right.
So they were in a bit of a mini slump. But before this, number 1 team in the world was Jakob and Elmer.
The hardest thing to do is, it's harder. They always say, right? It's harder to stay at number 1 than it is to get there. So seeing these slumps is like, there's nowhere else to go. Yeah. The only place to go is down.
Yeah, no question.
But the fact that they just come right back and back it up and
back with another gold medal,
win it.
Yes. Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
It's crazy.
Those guys, those 4 athletes for Sweden are going to be here for a long time.
All right. Some kook here. King Crabb 808. He said, did Andy and Taylor sell their souls for 2 bronze medals? If so, can I get the number of the guy?
It sounds like a little jealousy there, a little envious. Yeah, a little envious for 2 bronze medals not having to play the bronze medal match for either of those bronze medals. I'm kind of jealous too.
It's pretty great. Some forfeit World Tour medals.
So
that's actually crazy. I mean, how many players on tour have ever gotten a forfeit
medal?
Yeah,
let alone.
I mean, how many times have you been there? Those guys have been there. Andy Moore in the last few years. You know, Taylor's been there a few times over the years, but we're not talking like barely even double digits, maybe. Yep. Like, no, Taylor's been probably more medal rounds than that. I don't know. In elites, maybe not. Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
He doesn't have that many.
No, not in elites.
And
no.
Forfeit two of them against two good teams.
Yeah, get a break. I mean, we're wishing Sharif.
I don't know what the number is. 666, maybe. I don't know. They sold their soul.
Yeah, but you'll take it no matter how you get it. You'll take that bronze medal.
Heck yeah.
So good for them. And speedy recovery to Sharif.
Yeah, seriously.
Hopefully you heal up here. We'll see. I don't know exactly what fully happened, but it didn't look great.
The Lion will be back. Is there an update? Another question. Is there an update on Sharif's health? Looked like maybe a groin injury. Adductor?
Yeah, and so
hip flexor? What was it?
If you watch the video, which is really
really weird, bizarre.
It's really weird. Yeah. It's really tough to watch. It looks like he kind of reaches for his groin.
Yeah.
And I had heard Travis had mentioned that it maybe was an ab strain or an ab tear.
Yeah.
But it seems much lower. And then he posted a picture of him on Instagram, and he had crutches.
Yeah.
And so in my mind, if you have an ab tear or strain, usually you could still walk around. And so it makes me think it was a little lower, maybe an adductor or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, not 100% sure. He's going to go back to Qatar and get some results.
For me, it was it wasn't a big move at all, which is weird. But he leaned forward, and then it was on the explosion out, that's how I threw my back out the last time, where your spine kind of compresses, and then but for him, it was like, it was on that, trying to leave the ground.
Yes.
And so there's that stretch in that whole front area. That was bizarre, though.
Bizarre.
Really weird.
Yeah. Hopefully speed recovery.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
We'll see.
We love that guy. I mean, easily one of the most entertaining, loved guy on tour.
Yeah.
AVP was...
And that was their first World Tour event.
Of the year.
Yes. And AVP was their first event of the year, and then they go there, and that was their first interaction.
So they might be regretting
maybe
sitting on an airplane, tightening up your hip flexor.
Maybe.
That's where my head goes. I'm like,
right.
I mean, for me, hips was directly correlated with when I threw my back out. So sitting on planes traveling the world was the worst for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't have to look too much into that. I like this one. Do y'all miss playing?
Yeah, a little bit. I do, actually. I've been playing a little bit. Last year, I was burnt out, and I just didn't have a desire to play. It just was like, okay, I'd been competing for freaking 12 straight years professionally, indoor and beach. And I was like, I am done. But then this year, I had a couple of practices with USA when I was helping out, filling for some bodies, and I had some fun. And there's been a little itch. I've played 2 CBVAs recently, actually. I have 0 points, and so I'm trying to get a couple points just to maybe do something fun. So the itch is back a bit more for me, which is strange because I didn't think I'd really get it this quickly, but I'm only getting older, and so I got to squeeze the juice if I have any desire.
Are you signed up for anything, maybe?
I don't know, maybe.
Are you, put it this way, if someone's partner goes down, they're out, are you available?
That's why I'd like to be available.
He's available, people.
I got asked by someone to play like contender the other day, which was like, oh, I would love to do that, but I had 0 points, and he had a lot of points, and we would have been in the qualifier. I'm like, don't play with me. Like, go play with someone else. But the idea of having the option to say yes to someone would be nice, and so I was like, well, I'd like to have the option if someone
maybe publicly just on the market, Kyle.
I'm on the market. I'd like to play defense or maybe split block, but mostly defense. Get a big blocker. But yeah, if someone big needs a sub last minute, it'd be fun to just pop out for an event.
Yeah.
So what about you? Where's your volleyball itch? What's that looking like right now?
Speaking of subs for last minute, if someone wants to sub me in at the Olympics or something, I'm available for that. But besides that. No, I'm like, it's weird. I miss playing. I miss competing, all the things. I love training, all that stuff. But I don't want to play. Like, they want me to play down here, at 26th Street, 16th. I just don't, I'm not there yet. I think for me, it's like going to be a long process to get me to, maybe next year at some point I'll want to go out, but I don't even really feel like playing for fun right now. For whatever reason, it was just getting too heavy, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then the process of healing my body the way I want to, I literally woke up this morning, my neck was just like killing me. I had a full-on headache for the first 3 hours of the day. Ugh. So like I'm not fully healed from all that stuff. I just got off my meds the other day.
Yes, I saw. Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's exciting.
So I'm just like, no, I don't want to take any steps back. I'm in healing mode. Yeah. I'm trying to even like, you know, figure out like, all right, what went on? What are these kind of micro traumas I had the most amazing career, but like what's stressful things that are still lingering with me or whatever. I just want to get through all that, fully step away. I need to fully step away from the sport to then be open. When I'm done with that process, be like, okay, now to what capacity do I want to be back in it and whatnot? People ask to play no jump and stuff. I'm like, ooh, almost okay. No jump.
Good to know, because we've been playing some more, and that's a good way to just slowly get your. So you just let me know when you're ready.
There yet. But yeah, give me a few more months.
Okay, good. We'll do that.
Or a year, you know. Yep. Not quite there.
Once or a year.
But it is hard to see other people succeeding a little, and knowing the LA Olympics, and then I'm hearing this qualification thing, which we'll have a whole nother episode about that when it comes out. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, you're telling me if you do a one-off tournament,
one good tournament,
and you make it I'd have to travel on the world tour all year long.
Yes, very different
to get there.
Very different.
Now you're talking my language. Mm-hmm. You open that door. I mean, hey, I'm here. But I only miss playing like big stuff, like stadiums, and like the thing I don't miss is flying across the world, playing in front of no one for like points and like not money that I'm excited about, or you know, like
the motivation.
I'm not getting anywhere. Like I'm not doing anything by playing in this.
Sure.
Anyway, for some reason, TKN never medals in Ostrava. Was there any stop like that for you two on tour? Interesting. Oh, I know there is. What am I thinking?
Man.
Yeah, there was. Ostrava. Ostrava was I got a fifth, I guess. But that was also Olympic qualifying where me and Trev lost our Olympic bid for Tokyo. So I always had something against Ostrava. There's something about that energy. I know people have died in that place. Many people have died in that. It's just my vibe. Like there's ghosts for sure. If you haven't been to this place, I know you could watch Travis's little tour. But what I really wanted him to show was like when you go back and you're kind of on your own and you're going like to these dark like spooky places that are fenced off. Like there's ghosts in there for sure, skeletons.
It could be an eerie place if you look at it like that. I think it's when you're with the people and the community and the live area, it's like a warm and
it is energetic. It's actually the coolest
it's
venue.
One of the coolest venues that it's not on the beach, and it's like so epic.
I feel like I'm in Tony Hawk Pro Skater. like that would be one of the levels in that video game. I'm probably aging myself. There's like not too many of us who played that game anymore.
Definitely played that game.
But I feel like it would be a good Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yes. Or like a Call of Duty, maybe a Call of Duty
Call of Duty
map.
Would be perfect.
Oof.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no question. Ostrava.
I can't think
Anything
of another
else
one
for you?
Hermosa wasn't great for me.
No.
Yeah, I think it was. Did I make a final? I forget. No, Huntington was great for me, and Hermosa wasn't great. So I'll go with those two.
Yeah, no, those are good ones. I mean, not a ton of World Tour experience, especially any kind of a podium experience, barely any AVP podium experience. But I would say maybe Manhattan. I think the best I've done is a 9th. It's always just been difficult for me in Manhattan.
What about 6-man?
Different story. Hey. Thank you for bringing that up. Winners. We're talking about the more important tournaments.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of my biggest claims to fame. I got 2 and 2.
You're 2 for 2.
I got 2 Manhattans.
2 Manhattans and 2 6-mans. Yes, that is, not many people have that. My first ever 6-man, we won. And so that was my first experience doing that, playing with you and a bunch of our friends, and memorable, and it set the bar way too high.
Yeah.
Way too high. But that was very fun. But yes, so I guess Manhattan's not the
maybe
worst.
Maybe the 6er will be my coming out party of I'm still trying to figure that out. I heard
you're not going to be in town?
Simsies is collabing with this other legendary club.
We are collabing.
Oh my god.
We got a Slunks collab. We needed
Should
youth.
we go public with this?
I think we're going public.
Okay.
Simsy squad needed some youth. We have a lot of good guys.
And
veteran,
good looks.
For sure.
Our wardrobe.
Always good looks.
We're usually
good,
the best,
look good.
best looking.
I would agree.
Yeah.
We're stylish, always have a theme. And that is going to get you really far. But it's not going to get you to the promised land. And we're just a little bit wiser and more mature. And so we need some youth. And so we partnered up with Slunks and Chris Reams, who's a legend. And
also a sponsor of the show. We have the Slunk of the Week.
Yes.
So, you heard it here now. This will probably go up on ESPN later as we release it. Slunks and Simsies collabing for the 6-man. We can pull this clip for Bommy Tecker if he wants it.
I'm excited for Try's going to play, it sounds like, so he'll be out. I'm
wasn't
excited.
Trying to commit here, but hey.
I'm excited to just sit back and watch and celebrate and cheer, or maybe even just play some back row a little bit and let the big young guys just go play because these guys are too big. I'm like, high line, cut shot.
It's getting physical.
It doesn't work. You got a bunch of Derek Bradfords out there. Like, what are we supposed to do?
Yeah, we used to just have Menzel go OT, but
what are we supposed to do?
Even Menzel's not going over him anymore.
It don't work like that anymore. So yes.
Fun news.
Indeed.
All right, I think we got time for women. There are a lot of questions. So thanks for everyone who submitted. There's so many, I just can't choose. This is a cool one. What does confidence actually feel like to you, and how do you build it? I think the not standard answer, but like something you'll hear from elite people is preparation gives you confidence, right? Not necessarily the work you've done and whether or not it's truly good enough to get you where you're trying to go, but the belief. Because you're talking about confidence. You're not talking about... Confidence is just a belief. It's a feeling, right? So to go out there and believe that you can win, to trust yourself enough to where the emotions that are coming in, you can let them go and you can stay present and stay composed. Composure is probably the biggest piece there in terms of staying mindful. And for me, it's about state of mind. Mm-hmm. Can you get to that ideal state of mind? Gervais calls it ideal competitive mindset or something like that. Figuring out what that is, practicing it, getting your skills to the point where you believe they're good enough to win, and then going out there and being able to tap into that ideal competitive mindset. Results don't matter beyond that. And that's something people used to not say and not like to say, but now you're hearing it being accepted more widely now. That the old school hard work and we just go out there and like that gritty stuff is like kind of going out the door. Yeah. A lot of it's true, but there's so many more layers to it now with the modern athlete, where mindset and letting go of results. Expectations are useless. Aspirations are useful. But yeah, expectation for results and all that is things are changing. So for me, it's believing that you have the tools so much that you can let go of everything. Yes. You have the ability to let go of everything and be in the moment.
Don't be distracted by what should happen or what do you think can happen. Expectations. I think there's
egotistical thoughts that are going to be there.
If you can keep it clear, if you can stay present, stuff's going to come in. You're going to lose a point. You're going to win a point. But can you get back to that neutral competitive space the next point? Right. And the teams that do it the quickest and the most efficiently without holding on usually find themselves winning more points. And I agree. It's a mindset.
Confidence has nothing to do with results.
No.
They're not one and the same.
Right. Yeah. If you can go out and you're super confident, doesn't mean you're always going to win every single match. But it shows that you put in everything you could. You're as prepared as you can be to step out onto the court. And so then nothing else matters. The results are just going to be what happens. If you know, hey, I've done everything possible to be as prepared. Now I just got to go perform. And I'm confident in my abilities. I'm confident. I think it's funny, when I was playing, sometimes, I'd spend an extra 20 minutes after practice. Like, I just really want to dial in my serve and just hit a couple extra serves for a couple days, maybe leading up to a tournament. And you get to the tournament, and usually I felt so good with my serve. And it's not that I put in 400 crazy service reps to get what I think is make me better. It's more so knowing that I put a little extra work in to help up here to be more confident when I go out to the service line. And maybe it was 50 balls or maybe it was 200 balls, whatever it was, but just a little bit. And all of a sudden that serve felt better just because there was a slight intention in that previous week of practice. And it's hard I'm going to be intentional about every single thing that I do.
Yeah, no.
But like you said, it doesn't necessarily always translate or like the amount of work that you put in.
It's like, are you satisfied with the tools you've given yourself to compete? The worst feeling is being out there, serve, receive, and being like, I wish you question you question your conditioning in that moment.
Yes.
You question your damn, like, I don't have the serve that I would like to use here just isn't on right now. And if I had maybe stayed after and repped it out with coach or something, I would have confidence to use it in this moment. So I think just not being in that state doesn't mean you're not going to be like, I wish I had like my best serve ever this game. Like, you're always going to want more. You're always going to need more. But being satisfied with the tools you have, and then that allowing you to just sink into the moment and trust.
Yep.
We can go all day with that.
Of course. But good question.
Good job.
I like it.
Good questions, people.
Yes.
Fan Q&A with Trial, we're calling ourselves, is over because we're going to go watch the NBA Finals.
Yes.
Game 1 today. This is going to come out a week later, so congrats to whoever won the first few games.
Indeed.
I think I want it for the city of New York, but Wemby's like stealing my heart with how he's just like Buddha mindset.
He's
like I love how he's
young,
answering the
passionate and emotional. It means
second year you're going to be the emotional leader, the physical leader, the points leader.
A lot of pressure on his shoulders to carry a lot of that weight, but he's inspiring.
He's rising to the occasion.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I got the Knicks.
I just think it's a great series.
Oh, it's going to be a great series.
I hope it's a great series, actually. Yeah. I hope it's not a blowout.
I think it'll be good.
And I hope people don't get hurt if New York wins. I'm scared for the city.
I know.
Like, have a peaceful riot, people.
Goodness. Yeah,
I feel like they're gonna like
PSG.
It's gonna turn into Gotham City. If
there was a bunch of riots and cars being blown up after they won Champions League.
New York. I'm worried.
Yeah,
well,
they're due, but we'll see. Safety first.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Shoots.